This is going to be more of Epic the Musical's animations. I have seen Jorge's original take on what the Wisdom Saga is supposed to look like. And now we're going to jump right in and see some of the other people's takes, starting with DUVBOX for Legendary, The Little Wolf, and then moving on to Gigi Will Be Fine, Your Hyacinth's Love in Paradise, and Mumder's God Games. And then we'll jump into a few alternates the Saddlebag threw together for Sincerely Max Will Be Fine, Another Will Be Fine from Jan Hera, Love in Paradise by Munchkins, and God Games by AnniFlamma. All of the songs in this season, the saga, are amazing. Although I'm really waiting for God Games because that is such a really good song. Oh. I think I like this tune even better the second time. I wonder if they're just going to cut out the little drop he did.
It's just me, myself, and I.
They gave him a much more moody teen vibe on this one. Also, Michael Hamilton mentioned, as I want to watch it myself, I'm dipping out to have fun. Remember, mentally. Why are you mentioning mentally breathe every time you get me? But also, yeah, thanks for dropping in, man. And yeah, if you get the chance, watch the originals. It is so good. If this ever comes out as a play, I'm going to have to spend way too much money to get into it, just to watch it.
Stuck in my bedroom, living in this world you left behind. Dreaming of all these monsters.
Yeah, they gave him earrings, showing he's the rebellious teen. The scroll running around. The scroll is showing Odysseus' back. And that's why it showed the back for Odysseus, because you have the stories in the scroll with the sea and the ship. And he doesn't know what his dad looks like, so he just sees the shadow or the shade. Guess the reflection. What would you call that? Just this level of, you know the person, but you don't know the person.
Cause I'm stuck with your stories, but no clue who you are. And no idea if you're dead or just too far. Somebody tell me.
The dog.
Come and give me a sign.
This dog is what, 30 years old at this point?
Is it you I'll find? If so, then give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary.
Oh, they mentioned give me the giants and the hydra, and you see a giant here that looks like a hydra in the clouds. He's seeing what he's talking about in his dreams.
Life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and command brush.
They didn't do the legendary drop, unless that comes later and I forgot. Never mind. Okay, I think they just handled that in the best way possible. In the initial one, it felt off-putting, but here, between just having him do the beat, having the fingers up, I think they got exactly the right tone for him to match it. In the song, it sounds off-putting. Here, it's just more, you could tell it's a kid who's talking about his dreams without understanding what he's saying, and that they are not good things to go through. Odysseus is scarred as hell from all the things he's talking about as what he wants to do. And it just looks like a little kid moment here. I actually think I really like this. And he's like, yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, what I did is awesome. It's just highlighting he is still a kid.
Legendary. There are strangers in our halls. Trying to win the heart of my mom, but she is standing tall. 108 old faces of men who call me small. They keep taking space and it's not much longer we can stall. Cause they're getting impatient, dangerous too. And I would fight them if I was half as strong as you. Somebody help me, come and give me the strength.
And he asks for help, and Athena's owl appears. Probably Athena herself. That's, yeah.
Can I do whatever it takes to keep my mom safe? If so, then give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
He's asking for getting strength, talking about how he wants to be as strong as his dad. If he was, he would take action. But then the animation is showing him shadow fighting with the sword in front of his dad's throne. I love how this entire animation specifically is taking the song of him wanting to go out and adventure, but also knowing that there's shit going on he can't stop at home, and showing that he is very much the kid in the shadow of a man he's never met, which is what the song did, but it's highlighting it way more.
Fight the heartbeats and chimeras. The minutes are even severus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
Where is he? Where is the man who loved you to wife? Oh, 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 where is he? Where is the man with whom you'll spend your life? 'Cause it's been 20 years and we still have no king.
Give me a chance, a single opportunity, and I'll overcome these obstacles and scrutiny. And
Boy, when's your tramp of a mother gonna choose a new husband?
Actually, I missed it the first time you mentioned he's explicitly calling Penelope a tramp. I missed that the first time. Yeah, it's a good thing Odysseus is in there because he'd be dead otherwise. Also, I realize what's about to happen after this. I'm looking forward to the next saga, not just because of seeing this guy get his comeuppance, but because the next saga will probably leave me crying like a bitch. Weird way to put that, but I stand by what I said.
Why don't you open her room so we can have fun with her?
don't you dare call my mother a tramp.
Oh, I just did.
Bastard.
What you gonna do about it, champ?
I think I love this animation style on him. Just the eyes being fully open while the pupil's tiny. It gives him very much the mad, crazy asshole look between that and the smile, because he knows he's talking down to someone. You know, literally talking down too. Just highlighting the menace.
Somebody tell me, come and give me a sign. If I fight this monster, is it you I'll find?
And now, yep, we're moving on to Little Wolf, also from DUVBOX, so directly into the next one. Should be where Athena draws him in.
Fight, little wolf, fight. Wanna entertain me? Fight, little wolf, fight. Let's see how you take this. Strike, little wolf, strike. Wanna be a man then? Fight, little wolf, fight. Little wolf, fight.
Because in the initial animation for Jorge's version, this was actually done in a fighting box style. Fighting box? No, fighting game style. So here it's more full-on animation instead.
You've made your worst mistake here. Might be your last one too. You'll have run out of bones to break when you and I are through. I'll teach you all the lessons your daddy never could.
And this somehow already got way creepier. Like this moment here where he's grabbing him by the neck is actually less creepy than this animation right here. Not even that he's standing right behind him. He's like, I'll teach you all the lessons. But he's not even looking at him. He's just looking off to the side. It's just so predatory. And there are multiple ways you could take that. I mean, most of them. Yeah.
This cruel world doesn't give out presents just for being good. So fight, little wolf,
Oh, biting the fingers. Nice.
entertain me. Fight, little wolf, fight.
Showing him actually doing more. Like getting his ass beat.
Fight, little wolf, fight, little wolf, fight. Or die, little wolf, die. Don't you know it's fight or fly, little wolf, fly. Or because you had to try.
Ooh, I love this. So the animation is doing something else that Jorge's original version did, timing the hits in the game side when he animated it or took an animation, versus here where it's individual punches and you see the blood and the spittle running down him, but he timed it to the block up here, so he's getting better as he goes. It's really highlighting that he has the chops to be a fighter, but he's also not there.
Try, run away before you die, little wolf, die, little wolf, die.
Need some help?
Like an Athena. Oh. Interesting choice there. Similar hairstyle, but very different at the same time. And just taking off the helmet. And getting more definition at the face by doing so.
What's going on here?
Is your plan to stand around? 'Cause I suggest you fight back.
I don't know
And they're keeping some of the owl-like details with the clawed hands. Nice.
how.
Uppercut him now.
How did I do that? This time now moving slow.
No,
Yes.
I just made your thoughts quick.
Oh, that is so sick.
Yeah.
All right, now, let's try this again.
I think this is still one of my favorite moments out of the opening songs before we slip to Athena's perspective in God Games. Just the moment where you could see she's not seeing the sun, she's seeing Odysseus. It's what leads into everything about the Wisdom Saga being so impactful. It's getting to redefine her, not in the antagonistic role she ended up falling into, or having her shout, "Wake up!" when Odysseus still couldn't hear her, but this moment of reconnecting with his kid, or even, no, connecting with his kid because she can't reconnect with him.
So sick.
All right, now, let's try this again. I've no respect for bullies, those who impose their will. I've seen plenty enough to truly understand this kind of fear.
Oh. I didn't realize this line right here literally just spelled out how God Games played out. For anyone who hasn't seen the original, one, fix that. I didn't do it I did the wrong order, so I'm guilty of what I'm just saying right now, but still. Right now she's saying, I have no time for bullies. And this song ends with him getting beaten. And right now, having seen what happens afterwards, this is literally the conclusion of Telemachus going through exactly the same thing Athena does later. He stands up to the bully and gets his ass beat, but makes the right decision to do so, showing that he could at least stand up. And in God Games, it's literally Athena standing up to the bully, Zeus. And even though she gets beat, I'm assuming she shows that it was the right choice and survives through it. Hoping survival is a thing there because gods are hard to kill, but at the same time, oh, God damn it.
Let's teach this dog a lesson in front of all his kind.
Which is what happened in God Games. It's just a mirror for what she does later. God damn it. Still getting hit.
Oh, maybe I pushed you a bit too hard.
Ow.
That's a lot of blood.
Go back and cry in your corner. Make sure your mother hears. If she won't choose a man to adorn her, will bring blood and tears.
This is one of the reasons I really hope they do the entire drug them and kill them all option. I don't remember if that's how it actually went in canon, but I think I've heard variations where that's the choice.
Tell me, Athena, why you came to my aid.
Oh, that right at the end. Before we move on to GG's, I want to just check out that last second there. Oh, that is such a beautiful image. Because the second she's asked, they just threw this in where they look away. Because we all know exactly why. Because she can't go to Odysseus right now. Oh. God, that's just... This is a really good animation. I'm going to subscribe to DUVBOX just because that alone is such a perfect little inclusion. It's that little extra bit of emotion that I think actually works better because the implication beyond the song is so good. Damn. Oh, did I leave a like? I did not. I need to fix that. Oh, I love it when you can add that to the animations, where you add the extra context, where you add the extra detail that doesn't take away or go crazy, but shows exactly what the character's thoughts are, aligned with what the story is trying to get across, what the song is doing. It's perfect. And now we got Gigi with We'll Be Fine. Good, I have subscribed. Oh. And Saddleback, you mentioned DUVBOX has been really impressing you with this saga. Yes, I can see that, and they completely did a great job on that one. Gigi's interpretation of Athena, taller than human.
Tell me, Athena, why you came to my aid.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you.
And the previous one cut in just to the question to pull to the side, where this one goes into the song itself.
I helped him fight the war, but he had his demons too, and then we grew apart.
Perfect
Then
cuts.
his light went dark.
Oh, what were the flashes? I do forget those moments. I think that's... Yeah, it's when they were fighting. Ooh, she actually drew more of the feathers coming out of the skin on this one. Yeah, this is Goodbye when they broke down to this one. Yeah.
And so I thought maybe
Oh, showing her
if
ducking
I
underneath
made
the
a
entryway.
different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine.
Oh, that is a good choice Gigi made. Just talking about missing it all, seeing it, and because she's been with him since he was a kid, she would have been here for this, for the painting, for the marriage, for the birth of their son.
Be fine, maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright. I could sleep at night.
Athena, I don't know who your friend is.
Yeah, I forgot he doesn't realize he's talking about his dad.
My time with you's been splendid. The best day of my life, cause I got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never
Usually a good
felt
thing.
strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think you mind.
I just realized what this is. It's a callback for his words to Telemachus. Not Telemachus. I forgot the guy with the glasses whose name I can never seem to remember. And instead of it being sung to Odysseus, it's being sung to Athena. And this is what inspired her to start looking for Odysseus, leading into God games.
If not his friend, then mine. Maybe
And she just catches him as he falls.
learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I know we'll be
With open arms intensifies.
fine. I know it's light. You'll find.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
Okay, just gonna throw it out there. The animation right here. Just going for the high five.
You're a good kid.
This is very much the hi fist bump and then going to shake the fist bump energy right now. Oh my god, it's like so dorkable. I love it.
Thanks.
Qualities? Yeah.
The best day of my life, cause I
There's a 6-second Love in Paradise. I'm almost tempted to add that one in. But I also want to move on to the next one. This is Nor Hyacinth. I don't know if I've seen... Oh, I've never... Ooh, wow, only 6,000 subscribers? This I'm actually going to be really curious about.
Old
Whoa! Oh, they're going a lot of detail on shading on this one.
It's been 10 years
Big.
since I
Oh, okay. Yeah, way more owless than just with the claws. They're not actually nails here, but the actual tips of the fingers. And the eyes are huge, but it's owl eyes as well, including the feathers almost around it.
years since I last saw you.
Remember me. I am the infamous Odysseus.
The dumbest thing he ever did.
Let's see where you've been. Your friends close again, it's closer.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon the
Getting the view of everything that happened.
Done for anything like
song of past romance.
I actually really love their style of facial work on this. It's like midway between serious and chibi, and it's really fun to look at. Yeah! Scylla.
Captain,
Thunderbringer right at the end.
but we'll die.
I know.
Odysseus, where did you go?
Also, I mentioned like the clawed fingers. A lot of it's not just the DUVBOX and well, Noir have done that. I love it whenever I say anyone add that effect, and I've seen it in different aspects, but I just love calling it out because it's such a cool detail to work in the bits of animalistic, well, owl bits.
Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while. I swore that you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope?
She's my wife.
Anyways,
She had a
I've
tick mark
got
on her
all
head.
You could want here, or you could need here.
Now, this is interesting.
Anyway,
So in Jorge's animation, Calypso was explicitly drawn to pull back a bit and almost looked saddened when she found out he did have a wife already. Where this one looks annoyed. So it's already a very different interpretation of Calypso just with that alone.
My wife.
Little tick mark, and she's annoyed.
anyways, I've got all you could want here, or you could need here. Just you and me, my dear, my love for life. Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time.
I'm not your man.
I'm what you want here, I'm what you need here. Just you and me, my love in paradise. Now till the end of time. From here on out, you're mine, all mine.
Yeah, this is a much more antagonistic Calypso. Tripping him, forcing him down, pinning him. The animations put up for Jorge's version, it almost seemed like she was actually trying to help him, but just was really bad at it because he's a prisoner as much as anything else. This one is she's a prisoner and he happened to fall in her cage. And technically she was a prisoner regardless because that's what the island is. It's her prison, essentially. But this is way more, I'm nice, but also be afraid.
Could kill you where you stand. I'm no pet, I'm a married man.
Oh, handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
Goddess.
You're adorable. Bow down now to the immortal Calypso, here to entertain. But fear not, I bring no pain. Cause we got all we could want here, all we could need here. Under my spell, we're stuck in paradise. No one can come or go. My island stays unknown.
No, I don't belong here. There's something wrong here. I won't be drawn to love in paradise. Not till the end of time. There is no way.
You're mine, all mine.
Oh, God. I thought it was bad before throwing him down, explicitly showing she tripped him. But that little moment right there, like not the hug. It's like, oh, it's a cute little hug. But no, this moment right here. The neck, like literally just showing as she's hesitating, not to hug him, but to grab his neck. This is not just coding her to be way more intense, but this is actually like, Odysseus, you're in danger. Run to the Cyclops for safety.
There is no way.
You're mine, all mine.
And as they show her saying all mine, they explicitly drew in the sun setting.
7 years she's kept you trapped out of your control. Time can take
did she
a
do it or did
heavy
Zeus?
toll.
Oh! Showing
Odysseus?
she broke the bowl.
All I hear are screams.
And this is something I'm actually glad they're doing, because I'm pretty sure he looked ragged as hell when he returned to Ithaca after living with Calypso. So having the beard and the unkempt hair actually looks really good here.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I love.
Oh god, yeah, if they hadn't already, they earned it on this one. The animations are perfect to just highlight what's going on. Like just the subtle menace of Calypso, but also him having the breakdown right now. In the initial animations, it was, or not the initial animations, in Jorge's version, the initial one, it was Calypso trying badly to talk him off the ledge literally by bringing up the bits and pieces of what he says in his sleep, because she mentioned he talks in his sleep when he woke up. But just this moment right here, the eyes fading out. It tells you exactly what's going on right now.
Every comrade I long knew. Every friend I saw them die. And all I hear are screams.
Find dear, come back inside, dear love of my life. Come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside your heart.
All I hear are
I
screams.
love you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died. Please stay away from harm. Stay in my open arms.
And even though she was so intensely vicious the first time, in the first half of the song, you could see she's actually crying because he's broken. Huh. I find it actually really interesting how it went from the first day, she's very much, this is my plaything, to, oh shit, he's actually in pain. And she's literally talking him off a ledge. And yet he just hears the voices. Happy memories torturing him.
He needs my help.
The Venus animatic? I don't even know that one, but god damn! Just the subtle difference between when she first saw him to when she last in this episode. They coded so much in, and it feels a little jarring because of how they started with her being flat out torturous and like way more villainistic, if that's even a word. But by the end, it's actually her crying because he's in pain. 7 years, man. And next up, we have Mumder for God Games. I don't think I've seen any of their animations. We are going to watch more of it because there's the alternates I want to see as well. But that'll be a lot more down here. And I'm really looking at the AnniFlamma one, just because I know their art's amazing. Enjoy. Hey, Hermes.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors.
Oh, rough on
Now
this
I'm
one.
knocking
More of an
on the
animatic
door with hopes to
type of
save a
animation.
friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus.
Divine intervention. Is that what you seek?
Oh, actually threatening her with a lightning bolt that he summoned out. Nice. He's also almost the same height as her.
To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek. You are playing with thunder for a man full of
Says the
shame,
god of
but if
lightning.
he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo! Hephaestus,
Oh, he's got the old man treatment on this one.
Aphrodite,
Aries.
Aries, Hera, or me. What do you say?
Also, as pointed out to me, with the exception of Zeus, these were all the gods on the Trojan side of the war. And Zeus is just there because he's being a dick.
Great. Very well.
All right.
Bring it.
Still weird she says groovy.
You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
If that's true, release him.
Hephaestus,
Also, it was pointed out to me that Hephaestus was being sung by Jorge's father. So it was designed to look like his dad, which all the other characters were. And it's just awesome he got it in. Which means he had both his mom and his dad singing in this one.
Trust is not given, is forced. Why should I give in my support? He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
Oh, and she got a spear. She's gaining additional animation aspects.
You're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He was busy fighting.
More like busy spiting. The Cyclops let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought.
Wait! Please reconsider this.
really, Athena? These old tricks?
Aries!
I love this in the initial one. I love it here where you can actually just hear the anger or the annoyance, not anger, at Ares, her opposite in war. She's tactics in warfare. He's just brute force in warfare. And just the sheer, oh God, why are you here already? Because she's still trying to plead to Aphrodite.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job
Yes,
done.
he's the trickster.
Never handles things up front, but that can weak like his son.
Hold your tongue now! He's
Oh, I love that. The part that pissed her off wasn't just calling him out for being a trickster, which is what Athena likes, but the moment the sun is brought up and called weak, it darkens and she has the eyes start intensifying. You can see the tick marks. That's so good.
Hold your tongue now! He's not my friend!
And he's hiding behind Venus, or sorry, Aphrodite.
You want more bloodshed, then set him free. To get back to his homestead, he'll make everybody bleed.
Yep.
Release him.
Hey, baby.
Hera.
So many heroes, so many tales. Give me
They're actually going the same way. She's doing a dance off. It was an actual disco dance battle. And they're doing the same thing here, but they're even going dorkier faces. Like everything's dignified. And then she's going like, are you serious right now in the facial features?
one good reason why y'all should bring fame. He's got the mind of a genius. Try harder. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny. Never once has he cheated on his wife.
Okay, that works. They're not having a dance off in this one, even though it started that way. It's just not impressing her. And then she has that moment of genius.
He's kind of
It's the sheer. This is the most dorky animations in canon when Jorge made his version, and they're hyping it up even more in this one.
funny. Never once has he cheated
And
on
she
his
knows
wife.
it's a good idea.
Release him. I played your game and won.
You weren't supposed to
Release
win.
him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. No one beats me. No one wins my game. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Judgment call, the one who makes the kingdom.
Also, I just want to go back and look at Hera's face right here. And she just like,
Is she dead?
and Aries is the one asking, yeah. Baby Odysseus. And he thinks he's doing so good, and she's just like, no, in the background. And seeing the kid. God damn it. Oh God, I thought I could do this. Oh fuck, that hurts. It's not, I've heard this song already. It still gets me when she does that.
Please let him go.
Although this one did something that Jorge's version didn't. It's Zeus looking, no, shamed, which he didn't want to feel against his own game. This is going to be Sincerely Max Will Be Fine.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you. I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too, and then we grew apart.
I think I've seen a few other people do this style with the longer flowing hair and the tiara style here. I'm not sure if that's called a tiara circlet. And they're drawing their own version of Goodbye. Okay.
And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I had
Showing a lot of the differences in the eyes.
maybe he'd be fine.
Also, they drew her literally like a Greek statue. Massive muscles and just musculature, especially on like right on the shoulders where you could see the slope there.
Maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach
Showing her healing him.
life could
Good
be
choice there.
right. I could sleep at night.
Athena, I don't know who your friend is. I don't know what he's like, but my time with you's been splendid. The best day of my life, cause I got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more.
I've seen a few other people now, the initial one and the previous one, just saw today covering this, but just this moment right here where they show him really rough because she's only focusing on him right now, and then immediately dropping into Odysseus doing the same thing when they met, and it's the pig and her, both of his now dead friends on the side. Her perspective on the day that she met Odysseus.
Couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think you mind. If not his friend, then mine. Maybe to fall is to learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn
How he's running with the owl.
out. I know
Makes sense.
we'll be fine.
And she just appears in.
I know it's light, you'll find.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
I always do find it interesting where people decide to end certain things. Oh, me defrosting from a 2-year long hiatus just to beg. Please, Jorge. I love you, Dad. I love you, son. Oh my God. They literally put them in there. Oh, that's cute. Then we got another Will Be Fine. This one from Jan Hera. There's so many takes on this. And Saddlebag did mention they added 2 other ones. It looks like only one of them loaded in. I'm probably going to ask them just to add a bunch at the end with a different segment so I know where they're at. Because sometimes the lines disappear or they come up when I don't intend to. Jan Hera. I want to see their take on this. The owl flying. Ooh, a transformation sequence. But going to the eyes.
I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too, and then we grew apart.
So they're actually showing a lot more individual motion, which is something that they're differentiating. Some people have done full actions or had things being taken off, but this one is showing a lot more actions associated with it, like taking off the helmet, but still holding it. Where the other ones just had them take it off and they kind of disappeared.
Then his light went
But they're still having the owl eyes. Oh, actually, they have the lip going in like an owl does as well. Interesting take. And a very long beak-like nose as well.
And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine.
As long as she doesn't just suddenly turn her head 90 or 180 degrees. Oh, and having her actually go down to look at the pictures of him. They're doing a lot more motion with the character positioning on this one. Ooh.
Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that right. I could sleep at night.
And adding just that little bit of a tear in the eye.
Athena.
They actually gave him the gap. The kid is supposed to be 20 years old or older, but they made him look so much like a kid in this one. Between the scrapes, the more rounded jowls. Like he has that little bit of baby here that you see in some animations, the really gangly limbs, the long neck. Granted, they both have that, so maybe it's a style thing. Between that and the gap in the teeth, they're very much highlighting this is a kid, even though, again, he should be in his 20s.
I don't know who your friend
I think maybe it's a neck
I
thing,
don't know
it's a
what
style.
he's like, but my time with you's been splendid. The best day of my life.
He's gonna give her a
'Cause I got in
picture.
fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong
Oh
before.
my God.
Friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe
It's so...
life wasn't spent as planned.
It's a kid being earnest.
It's time that you let me
Between the
down.
art and
I
everything.
don't think you mind if
The
my
gap-toothed
best
kid.
friend then mine. Maybe to fall is to learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I know we'll be fine. I know it's light you'll find.
You're a good kid.
Ooh. But they're doing a lot here with the background, which they've done a little bit here and there, but they saved a lot of that for the skybox, apparently. Not just the sun setting, but you see the encroaching night as she says, you're a good kid, and then the light on the sun, or the light of the sun is illuminating more of the ground itself. That's nice.
Thanks.
They're actually doing the full-on high five there. I'm Athena. If lost, return to Athena. And it's Odysseus because he has facial hair. Oh my God. Okay, that's well done. That's well done. They got a like for that one. And next up, we have Love in Paradise by Mikis? Mikis? Or Mikukis? I'm not sure if that's a hard C or a K sound. I've seen a lot of people do it both ways, and it annoys me because I never know which one's indicated. So it's a dais now made of a clock.
Old friend.
Short hair. Well, I don't think I've seen anyone do that.
Remember me, I am the infamous Odysseus!
Still the dumbest thing he's ever done. And she's stirring the clock. Oh. Oh, this is how they're doing all the variations. Oh, wow, wow. They're going full on cut in half.
Captain?
I almost wonder if people want to animate this section right now because they get to take a shot at all the different highlights of all the different arcs just to see what their take would look like if they hadn't done it already. And maybe decide to go back and animate it all if they like how it turns out.
I have to see her.
But we'll die.
I know.
Odysseus, where did you go?
Oh, shit. And they've done something that I don't think anyone else has done, showing the burning ship cracked in half and him on the island. Oh. I think a lot of their art style is incredibly rough, but I think that's more intentional than not. But all of that scenery, like the initial dais, moving in for the shipwreck, showing all that, I think this person actually excels heavily at scenery drawing on this one. Although highlighting that she's not going to be a regular mortal because she has a different shading initially. Well, I can't speak today. Initially, yeah. Seeing the sun. Oh, the song hasn't even started and already his entire reaction is, I'm alive. I see the sun. And they drew him looking so relieved, including the indication of the art where it's going. And the sheer look of, oh, that's not my wife. And that's not my friends, so it's not a dream. They're adding a lot of context to what's going on here. So I'm going to stand by what I said. Their art is definitely really good with background details, but I think they're going to add a lot into what's going on between.
Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while. I swore that you
She's just
were dead
whistling
when
over
you
there.
washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope?
She's my wife.
Okay, now this is interesting. So before, they was played off way more antagonistic, but this one also has the same eye ache. But because she's grabbing the hand, it's more annoyed, but also, I don't know why, it seems a little less antagonistic.
Anyways, I've got all you could want here, all you could need here, just you and me.
It's still awesome.
My love for
What the
life.
fuck?
Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time.
I'm not your man.
I'm what you want here, I'm what you need here.
She's definitely trying to steal the man in this
My
one,
love in paradise.
but it seems a lot less villain-coded than the previous animation we
Out
saw.
your mind, all right.
Oh. Now that's interesting. It's less villain-coded, but the eyes. It's half closed, looking and saying, you're mine. And this moment right here, where it's the upturn and the smile, and just holding that second on the neck. I think it's way more subtle, but it still has that more villain coding going on right now, showing that it's still her holding him. Ooh.
All right.
I could kill you where you stand.
And he's being way more
I'm no
aggressive.
pet, I'm a
Oh, I love that. That little moment right here. One, he's being a lot more aggressive saying this. And just the facial reaction, like, oh, that's cute.
you where you stand.
And she's even little breath is being blown out. I think the subtle details. I thought it was the scenery that their big thing is. Okay, let's subscribe off that one. But no, apparently it's the subtle details that's their actual best part. Although their scenery was pretty freaking awesome.
I'm no pet, I'm a married man.
Oh, handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
And demonstrating the power. That's something I've seen no one else do yet. She actually puts the blade to the nape of her neck and turns it into a flower.
Goddess.
You're adorable. Bow down now to the immortal Calypso.
Oh, getting rid of the eyes.
Entertain, but fear not, I bring no pain. 'Cause we got all we could want here, all we could
And they're having a lot more fun with the animations by doing things that are explicitly unreal.
No, I don't belong here. There's something wrong here. I won't be drawn to love in paradise. Not till the end of time. There is no way.
You're mine.
But also showing that she's using power explicitly to control him. Also, just random aside, they did have sex. Yeah, apparently he was a willing prisoner in some of the lore interpretations. But I mean, there's tons of those at this point. Hell, there's entire branches of the Odysseus variations that are how he had a kid with Circe, and Circe's kid eventually went to marry Penelope, and Penelope's kid with him went to marry Circe, and one of them killed Odysseus by accident, basically did the Oedipus, minus the being related at that point. So yeah, there's variations out there. This isn't the one that's being used here, of course.
All mine.
Oh. And she actually put the pause button on that one. So even though this version of Calypso is being drawn way less antagonistic, it's way more subtly antagonistic. Like right here, just saying, "You're mine." And the eyes cut out from having a pupil as she says it. And as the power comes up and the eyes go gold, and you see a bit of teeth in there. The sharpness at the same time. Ooh, that is actually really chilling.
Time can take a heavy toll.
Odysseus?
All I hear are screams.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've sacrificed.
And this one's explicitly being drawn way more depressing than others. The others were near the edge. This one is already partially over.
Every comrade I long knew, every friend, I saw them die, and all I hear are screams.
My dear, come back inside, dear love of my life. Come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside you.
All I hear are screams.
I love you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died. Please stay
eyes.
away from harm. Stay in my open arms.
Oh, so in the previous one, it was the voices in his head. And now he's talking about all he hears is screams. And I can't tell if this is Calypso using her power, which we've seen happen. I've seen a few different people say that this scene is either Calypso using the things he said to try and draw him back and admittedly making it worse, or it's the screams in his head, or what he says are screams in his head that are torturing him. Either way, I think is absolutely batshit terrifying. Because this could be him not even hearing her and just hearing his friends that are dead. Or it could be her trying to get him back, but making it worse. Either one is horrible. And the mom. And he actually has a breakdown because he hears waiting from his mom, who he just found out was dead, waiting from him. And even here, they showed so much more subtle cruelty with Calypso. But it's the one constant is they're still showing her crying and trying to fight back against it because they can't actually, well, help. I feel whatever does happen when he releases is going to have a very different look on her. Probably more willing to let him go because she can't actually make him happy.
He needs my help.
God damn, they even had her crying on that one. And looks like they've done their takes on Suffering and No Longer You as well. Oh, god damn. And they're just drawing themselves crying at the side. Yeah, that makes sense. Hell, shit, that got me. And finally, for the last video today, we are checking out AnniFlamma's take on God games. I'm good. Not crying. I'm not being a little bitch. I'm explicitly being a little bitch. Interesting things. Oh boy. AnniFlamma, what do you have going for us?
Father, God King, rarely do I
Ooh,
ask
we're getting
for
a lot more
favors.
textured
Now
background.
I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner.
Ooh, magic and wave the shield.
Home,
Wings on the top.
Odysseus.
Oh, he came out of the... Oh.
Is that what you seek? To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek? You are
Out of
playing
clouds.
with thunder for a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game?
This is already one of the most dickish versions of Zeus I've seen animated yet. Just this, like, coming out of clouds, putting a hand on his shoulder, sliding around, making the obvious representation of Odysseus in there, and just holding in his hand while it's, well, in repose. I'm actually surprised he didn't just get animated clenching it down and dissipating the fog at this point.
Playing with thunder.
Just holding the head, though. Oh, God.
But if he's worth the risk of going under.
And of course, the interpretation is he's the god of thunder and he's being shown to come out of the clouds. He's literally standing at the heart of his power because everything is clouds around him.
Why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Oh, stylization again. I like it.
Hephaestus.
Damn. That's the most intense anyone's drawn him yet.
Aphrodite.
And she has, what is up with her mouth?
Aries.
That actually looks really cool. Peacock. Actually, I want to... Really? He has the sparkle eyes, and they're like, yeah, she's nonplussed, and he looks like the guy who's on a leash waiting to go. And then there's hair in the background, all wrapped up with a veil, and is actually much taller than everyone else. To be fair, she is also at the same age. Huh. Interesting art for her.
What do you say?
Great.
Very well.
All right.
Bring it.
You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs, so with so many sirens gone, I think Cody's in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was
You're moving around
reimburse
a lot.
them. Now they'll tread with caution
Oh.
first to live another day and sing another verse.
I do love how they're having so much going on. It's not just talking at each other, but they're actually moving around the palatial aspect, and they're drawing it in, throwing him going into different positionings.
They'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
That's true.
And it's also showing that he's not really that invested in it, which is why he's one of the easiest to convince. He's not even looking at her. He's just looking at his music. It does actually feel a lot more normal because in the initial one Jorge did, some of them felt like they were convinced too easily. Here, though, you can see they're not actually invested that much.
True.
I wonder if that'll change for some of the others. Getting taken up by elevator.
Hephaestus.
Ooh.
Justice not given is forced. Why should I give him my support? He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen?
Take
He
leg.
was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
Going up every level as it goes. And the colors are changing.
A little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He was
Because clamshell in the painting of Aphrodite is how she was said to be born from sea foam.
busy fighting.
Or at least where they found her in the picture.
And
And the fucking pigeon.
Wait! Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Oh.
Aries!
Oh, they're showing him with the hat off initially.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a
Transforming.
wooden horse to
Just
get
show the
job
image.
done. Never handles things up front, but that can wink like his son.
Hold your tongue now! He sounds my friend!
Oh. Oh, that is cool. As she's showing her anger, she's transforming the same way he is. not just the bird aspects of the feathers, but also, I'm not sure what's up with the eyes, but you could definitely see the snakes from Medusa around it too.
Besides, my friend, and tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free to get back to his home.
And she just has like this, she's freaked out because she's watching Athena stand up and manhandle Ares.
He'll make everybody bleed.
And doing something no one else has done, showing a monstrous side to Athena. And shrinks down. She's hiding behind him.
Hey, baby. So many heroes, so many
Oh, she's huge.
tales. Give me one good reason.
Peacock feathers.
He's got the mind of a genius. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better
She's
than
literally
that.
just watching
Kinda
herself in
funny,
feathers.
Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him. I played your game and won. Release him.
How are you gonna handle this?
To make me feel shame. No one beats me. No one wins my game.
Oh! A bird? No, a phoenix in a bowl? Okay, I absolutely love this one right now. There's all the other deities who are drawn shorter, but both Hera and Zeus are older and shown to have horns, and she just looks nonplussed at him. Of course, hiding away from Zeus because fuck him. Oh! Oh, they actually showed her taking the hit from the Thunder Minotaur. And Athena goes full on. No, she's using the shield of the Hydra. Not Hydra, wow. Of Medusa here.
Is she dead?
Snake? What? Oh, it's probably her in another form. Being shown Odysseus' son. God damn. Yeah. Oh, not just the shield, but multiple forms from multiple legends. Oh, god damn it. And showing, oh, it's literally burning off the feathers. And that's why we saw it so much earlier, so we can see that when we have just the hand of the skin, it's actually the lack of it to show that that's not skin, that's literally the charred feathers that remains of her. Let's make it worse. Oh, god damn it. I didn't think this song could get worse than it already was. It's hurting more now. And random Apollo. Oh, that's what he looked like with color? And somehow the most lewd clothing goes to Hephaestus. You know, I thought I could do this. I thought it'd be fine. I mean, I thought the first God game wouldn't hurt. I was wrong. And then we did this one, and AnniFlamma made it somehow hurt more than the original. Yay, accomplishments! Oh, I haven't subscribed to AnniFlamma yet? Oh, I need to fix that. Yep. This is somehow both the most classy, but also it got worse. To quote Shadius, quoting Helsinger Bridge, oh neat, it gets worse. I was not ready. And also literally just at the end, there's apparently more versions of God games that were animated. I'm not going to do them right now because I literally don't think my heart could take it. Also, we're at the near 4 to 5 hour mark where my camera usually starts shutting down due to heat. And it is really freaking hot in here. Admittedly, it's probably partially my point of problem because before the stream, I was playing a game that had unlocked frame rate. So my PC was a furnace. I'm actually surprised it hasn't shut down yet. Not the PC, the camera. The PC is actually really good at dealing with working in a furnace. The camera, not so much. And it's not like I'm trying to distract myself from the fact that literally seeing Hera have her arm flayed and grabbing Zeus at the end to talk him out of it and just saying let him go was in any way worse than the actual canon one. I don't think I need to say that because it's explicitly there. Yeah. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna go and I'd say rub my face into a kitten's side, but that would also involve them gouging my eyes out. So maybe I'll just go hug my wife.